Hello and welcome to a special episode on Kakuchopurei where we talk about video games and we celebrate the year that was 2025. By the time you see this video, it might be out before New Year's or not. We'll see how it goes. And I'm just here to talk about video games with a lot of my awesome friends over from Malaysia, Singapore, and everywhere in between. So joining me, I'm your host, Mr. Tafi Jonathan Toyat, and joining me is, of course, Aloysius from Can Buy or Not, the website. How you doing, Aloysius?
I'm good, John. How are you, man?
I've been doing alright. I actually got a bit sick during Christmas, but hopefully I'm recovering alright, I guess. And which is why work is
going around, yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's insane, it's crazy. Yeah. So I want to just focus this on you, on your side, because that's what this show is about right now. So I just want to talk about how 2025 has been for you so far, Aloysius, because I keep calling you Logadin for some reason, because Paladin and all that.
I'm okay with either.
Okay, Logadin.
well,
right.
2025 has been a good year for Can Buy or Not. I think we were hit early on, I think in 2024 with Google's algorithm changes, but I think our traffic has recovered. We've got a lot of interesting products this year to review as well. And we met quite a few new interesting products as well. So it's been a great year, to be honest. I think 2025 is honestly going to be a memorable one for most, I think.
Yeah. Good thing you brought up the algorithm issue because it has been affecting not just you or me, but everyone else, even in the US and everything.
Yeah, mostly the smaller independent creators, because our traffic, I'll be honest, my traffic basically plunged 95% from 400,000 readers a month to 400 readers, and we were going, what's going on?
Yeah, it's insane.
So we spent the better half of the year revamping the site, doing more SEO, and then tweaking things, and not too bad. I think we're about 70% back to normal, so hopefully next year will be even better.
Yeah, not the worst thing had to happen, thankfully. It is really tough to get back up once you got hit by whatever rules that Google or YouTube or whatnot changes back and forth. It's just insane.
I mean, it doesn't help that AI is now taking over search and, people are not clicking anymore. They're just reading what the AI is telling them, so you don't get any traffic from there as well.
Yeah, and the fact that it's easy to fake these AI videos online on YouTube, and it doesn't seem like the gatekeeping is very proper compared to last time. They're letting things go through pretty easily. It's insane, honestly. So it's really hard to see what's being tricked. I mean, yes, granted, generative AI has its uses, but at the same time, if it's affecting every other person's way or bottom line and quality content and news, it's problematic per se. Yeah. Well,
I think Google does have some gatekeeping. I think they recently banned two of the more popular fake trailer channels for using AI to create fake trailers. So that's something. But I think the only reason they did that was because those trailers affected the bottom line of movie studios who advertise on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
again,
so unless you're a big spender,
If it affects the bottom line, if it affects them, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that crazy stuff, there have actually been a lot of pretty awesome games and tech that came out that that you've been reviewing diligently on your site. So maybe we can start off with because this is a top 5 list for all the people I've been interviewing. So we'll go with you on we're going to go with 5-5. So 5 for the best tech stuff you reviewed and probably gaming related, and then the top 5 games that you reviewed and enjoyed. So we'll start with your top 5 tech stuff lah.
Okay, so my first favorite tech product of the year is the Dyson Pencil Vac. Now I'm not sure if they actually launched it in Malaysia, but the Dyson Pencil Vac is one of the coolest vacuum cleaners I've tried. It's basically a stick vacuum that's only about 38 mm thin. So if you have one of those Dyson hair dryers, you'll know exactly how thick this vacuum cleaner is. Yeah. The cool thing is the suction is amazing. It sucks up everything and it's only 1.8 kg, so it's really easy to roll. And the roller head actually has it rotates on 2 sides, so it goes in opposite directions, and this gives it a very floating feeling while you're vacuuming.
Oh, light. All right.
Yeah, so it's amazing when you vacuum. You don't even feel the weight, and they have LED lights on both ends, so you can see all the dirt you're sucking up. And as you go past, you see it clear again. You're like, oh, this is such a good feeling. It's really the best vacuum cleaner I've tested this year, and one of the most amazing products I can easily recommend to anyone.
Right. So this would be perfect for how do you say? I mean, I use a traditional vacuum cleaner on my side to, get rid of the dust and everything. Yeah, I'm a Luddite, yeah. But so would this be a good conversion for me to go for
for sure,
Dyson?
for sure.
How much is it? That's the most important thing, yeah.
In Singapore, it is around, I think, 8.99. So it's actually quite affordable.
899.
In
That's
Singapore.
not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good price actually. So this is something I recommend. It's not as good as the higher end heavy duty suction vacuums, but for small homes, if you don't live in a big place, you don't have a lot of things that you need to vacuum. This is perfect, and it does edge cleaning as well. So very good. You don't have to worry about dust remaining in the corners as well.
Sweet. All right, we got a couple more gadgets to go through, so
Course,
let's talk
yes.
about your
So
second. Yeah.
Second on my list is the Poco F8 Ultra. Now, this phone launched relatively late in the year, but by all aspects, it's a pretty good budget flagship handset. Now, when they say budget flagship, it's always very confusing because people are like, it's a flagship, how can it be cheap? But Poco manages to do that. Basically, the Poco F8 Ultra, I think it was retailing for just $949 and $899 if you pre-ordered, which is way over. But it's a flagship phone with all the top-end specs you can get. So Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite, 6.9-inch screen, 50 megapixels cameras. And the cool thing is it has a built-in subwoofer. That's what they call it. So it uses Bose speakers. And yeah, it's one of those, you gotta see it to believe it kind of phones. But it came really late, but it's a quite amazing phone, to be honest.
It also runs games pretty well, I'm guessing. So
Yes,
what game did you mostly... Actually, I'm curious about your review and your testing process. What games do you use for these phones, especially the Poco?
So I try a few MOBAs, and then I try a few racing games. And that's basically, more the graphically intense games. So racing games, MOBAs, because you want to see how the phone feels in your hand. Racing games mostly to test the graphics. You can also try Zenless Zone Zero. ZZZ.
Yeah, ZZZ. That's correct. Yeah. How about Wuthering Waves? Because that game is infamous for making phones hot.
I've not tried Wuthering Waves, to be honest, but I'll keep an eye out. I'll put a mental note to try out with those games. But a lot of the flagship phones these days, with at least a Qualcomm Snapdragon Gen 5, it just keeps coming out new and new versions. Mm-hmm. These are more than sufficient to run most games anyway. So I don't think you have an issue with running games.
Yeah, true that. Yep. Let's see what else we got on your list. You got a couple more gadgets you want to bring up,
yes,
right?
So if you obviously don't want Android and you're looking for an Apple phone, the best iPhone now is actually the Apple iPhone 17. Now, the reason I say this and not the Pro models is because the iPhone 17 actually has inherited a lot of the features that from previous iPhone Pro models. So you get always on display, you get the 120Hz screen, you get the action buttons, the camera control sliders, you get also the new center stage front camera, which is only on the iPhone 17 series. So it's honestly a no-brainer, and the market has really shown that the iPhone 17 is Apple's best-selling phone so far in this year. So it's a no-brainer. And of course, it's not as expensive as the Pro and Pro Max as well.
Yeah, the Pro Maxes are meant for people who just want a better camera and better everything, I guess, more or less. Because
if you really do a lot of photography, if you feel like you need the zoom, you need the higher bitrate capabilities for video recording, go with the Pro. But most often than not, you and me, you probably won't use this. Mm-hmm. And in fact, a lot of the Pro features of the iPhone Pro series, only the Pro people will use. Like I don't use like the ProRes recording, because firstly it takes up way too much space, and then I still have to color correct and still edit. So I'm just straight from camera, but having more zoom options is usually a good alternative for me, and so that's why the Pro I use the Pro more than I use the non-Pro version.
Nice. Let's see. I kind of wish I had more questions about the new iPhone, but I'm kind of like I'm okay with the iPhone I got. I think it was the 15 Pro, if I recall.
Oh, you still have like at least 1 year to go before.
Yeah, one more year. Yes, 1 more year. Yeah. So, it still makes me get work done more or less, clear pictures, video, and whatnot. So, I'm guessing the iPhone 17 is for people who I'm sick of using my Android. I want to jump to what the Apple ecosystem is like. That'll be the great gateway to get into.
Or if you're using an iPhone 14 or an iPhone 13, it's a good time to upgrade. I mean, these days you can use an iPhone or any Android phone basically for at least 3 years before you need to change.
True that. Yeah. All right, a couple more gadgets on your list.
Sure.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so this one's slightly related to phones. This one is the Anker Power Bank, 25,000 mAh. And this one's crazy because it's a power bank. Wait, I think I have it on my desktop.
There we go.
So this is the Anker Power Bank 25,000 mAh, and this guy is a massive battery power bank. But the good thing is you can actually bring it on planes depending on the regulations. But because it's still technically under the legal limit, which is 90 watt hours, I think the limit is 99 or something or 100. So this one has 25,000 mAh and it does fast charging, so you can actually charge your laptop with it.
Nice.
And it also has built-in cables. So one cable here and another one here.
Right, two. All right.
Yeah, so you don't need to bring cables with you to charge as well. And of course, it also has like extra ports here.
There we go. That's the
so you can also plug in your own cable. So this is amazing. You can charge your laptops, you can charge your phone, you can charge basically everything, and at 25,000 mAh, it never really runs out unless you're charging your laptop. But I mean, your laptop will have another full charge waiting for it. So you can basically, if you're gaming on, say, a MacBook or even a ultralight, you get another 6 hours to 7 hours depending on what you're doing.
Yep.
So yeah.
How much are we looking forward to spend?
Oh, this one's not cheap at all.
Yeah, that doesn't look cheap. You're right. It doesn't look cheap.
Yeah. This one is, hang on, $150.
Oh,
Usual
okay.
price about $200. Yeah, it's not too bad, but yeah.
Not too bad if you want like the ultimate power bank, I guess.
Mm.
Because the last power bank I'm using is a Xiaomi one. It's lasted me for 3 years, so I could probably use a change now. I could use a change. Yeah.
But you don't know. The thing is, you don't know if the Xiaomi ones are real Xiaomis or fake Xiaomis.
Well, it had the Xiaomi logo on top of it and everything. I'm going to assume it might be. So, but so far it hasn't broken down on me yet. So. But I could use a change so maybe something like the Anker would actually help me out in terms of like, especially since I travel quite a bit too, so I might need something to charge a laptop as well, portably.
I mean, you know the reason why I mentioned Xiaomi's, real or fake ones, because of that incident, right?
Yeah, that is it. Yes.
And that's also why we're charging power banks on the plane is not allowed anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, so that's that. That's my second favorite, third favorite, fourth favorite. Okay, we have
one more. Yeah,
one more to go, and this one is the Samsung S95 OLED TV. And if you haven't actually seen this TV in action, you should really go down to Harvey Norman or what's the most popular chain in Malaysia?
It's still Harvey Norman and Best Denki.
Okay.
Best Denki
okay, so Best Denki as well. Okay, so you should go down to Best Denki or Harvey Norman to check it out, because once you see it in real life, you understand why this is such a great TV. So, normal TVs all have reflective panels. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the rare ones, I think maybe only the only one at the moment, with a matte panel. So what I mean by that is that when light shines on it, it doesn't reflect off in your face. It gets diffuses away, and you never ever see the light source on the screen, which is amazing. If you put the TV next to a window in the morning when light is coming in, you don't see any reflections. It's so good. Now, of course, I mean, that's just not the only feature it has, right? There's a bunch of other things as well. Oh my god, all my links are broken on the website.
Oh man,
I have no idea what's going on.
I got a question for when you were reviewing this TV, because it's obviously huge. How did you manage to carry that to your house or apartment?
So for TV reviews, usually they send the TV to us and then they help us put it up on where we want them to put it.
So you got a helper out from Samsung. All right, got it.
Yeah, so when they deliver it, they'll help set it up. Otherwise, it's almost impossible for us to do it. But for TVs, usually Vincent, my partner, my business partner, reviews it. And so he has a very nice place that's a lot more spacious than my current place. So he does most of the TV reviews. But I can tell you now, the S95F is one of the best TVs you can get this year. The price is a bit high. It's about
I mean, no shit.
5,000 for
From the
65
looks
inch.
of it, like, yeah.
Yeah, but you can wait for discounts, or if you are really patient, you can wait next year when they release a new model and this one goes on sale.
Yep.
But then a new model will be better.
Oh,
obviously.
could you repeat how much it was again?
About 5,000
5K,
for the
5K.
65 inch. Yeah, and if you want the 77 inch, that's 10K.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Holy
of course, if you really want the biggest one, the 83 inch version is 11,500 Sing dollars.
Mhm.
So if you're feeling rich and you want to buy a TV, hey, this
Gotta
is what
get
you
the
should spend your
ultimate
money on.
one, yes. The 90.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, it does look really
Okay.
nice, yeah, from the looks of it. I'm just looking at the product pictures and whatnot on the Samsung page. It looks like the ultimate TV to get, basically, like the de facto.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with it. I have last year's model with me actually,
Oh, nice. Okay.
S95D, and I bought it during a sale this year for about 3,000 Singapore dollars, which is really cheap because I managed to stack on some coupons and got a really good deal from it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the way, man. Just get one model that's a bit older and then just save up whatever you can, yeah. All right, now we're done with the tech stuff. We gotta give people what they want, so now we gotta do the gaming side of things, which is great because I'm
course.
always curious about to hear about what your top 5 list is. So, yeah, well, let's
Oh,
take it
man.
away. Obviously, this is not like the last one. It's not in any order whatsoever. It's mostly like
Yep.
your top 5 picks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in any order, but I'll just go the list that I played with.
Yep.
I will point out that okay, so let's start with Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Hell yeah! There we go.
But I wasn't expecting much. I don't really like 3D platformers, but this game has been so much fun. I wasn't expecting to go around having so much heart as well. It reminds me a lot of what's that? Astro Boy?
Yes, Astrobot
Astrobot
from
as well.
last year.
Yeah, and so, but this one obviously, there's a lot more exploring, because of the terrain is destructible, and if you screw up, you can always reset the area. But it's so much fun, like digging down and finding stuff, and then, and the thrill of when you get a banana is so cool. Oh, banana!
Yeah,
it's
that
also-
sound clip never gets old.
Yeah, it's just now stuck in my head every time I see the game. So
Oh, you know what's
It's really
also
fun.
stuck in your head?
yeah,
Whenever you get the Bonanza power-ups, there's always a song
yeah,
that
yeah.
comes along with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Which one's your favorite song among all the jingles?
The one that the ostrich one that you run really fast.
Yeah,
I
that was
think
good.
one-
Yeah.
That one that's the only one I can remember now. I'm like, when I think of the song, I was like, oh yeah, it's the ostrich one. That
No,
was
wait.
fun.
The ostrich one is the one that glides. The zebra is the one that runs.
The zebra one. Yeah,
Zebra,
the
it's a
one,
zebra.
yeah, the
That's
zebra
my
one, yeah.
catchiest one. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's the catchiest one.
jingle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I mean, it's a great game for the Switch too. And I think you can't get better. I honestly think they should have launched with this instead of Mario Kart. But
Yeah, I think maybe because they didn't one extra month to tweak shit up. Because in Malaysia, I think it came out like a month later after the US version came out. And that was actually the game I wanted to get along. That was the only reason why I wanted to get a Switch 2, because of Donkey Kong Bonanza. And holy crap, I thought it was going to be good, but I didn't expect it to
It
give it a
blew
full
me
score.
away.
But yeah,
Yeah.
this, like, next to Clear Obscure, this is probably the only game I gave like 100 out of 100. Because it's really fucking good, man. Like,
I'm just
platforming,
disappointed
everything.
it didn't really win any awards at the Game Awards.
Well, it
right?
did win one, the Family Game Award. Family Game.
Yeah,
But
it could have
a win's a
won
win.
much better. Yeah,
And
think
I
it could
did
have won
like
a lot
the orchestra, they actually ended the song with the song from Donkey Kong. The Breaking Through song, yeah.
more. Sadly, I missed the last 15 minutes because I had to go for a meeting.
You can rewatch it. It's actually one of the best
I know.
parts of the orchestra and everything, yeah.
I know. I watched that. I sure, but the last part was like, it's the best part about it.
Oh, and also what made me give the game 100 out of 100 is the last, the story mode. Like, basically the last hour of the game. Like, when, just when you thought you're going to beat the bad guy, there
Okay,
was a
to
big
be fair,
surprise that
I
happened
did-
and all that. Yeah.
I didn't quite like that part because I was like, oh, I'm finally done. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I can write the review now. I'm like, no, I can't write the review.
No, that was for me. I mean, that was the best surprise for me because this was a entity, a character that has never been used since like the 90s Donkey Kong games, and for that to happen and to be like a very epic set piece, especially when you get to the last stage and then to another last stage. I don't know, it just felt like I think this is a better ending than Clair Obscur, I'll be honest with you. Like a great way to end a really big ass epic platformer from Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate Nintendo, but when they do right with a game, they do it really right lah. Let's just say that.
Well, I mean, I think I mentioned this, before we started recording, but I just finished Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I need to mention the word Beyond. I don't know why they added that, but that was a fun game as well. It's pretty short though. I finished it in like 14 hours. I think you can do it in 10 or 12. And I think a lot of that, the game is fun. It really kicks all the Metroidvania kind of jingles. It's not a side scroller. It's not the old school 2D Metroid games, but they really worked very well with the design and the art and the environments. But not so with the controls. I just didn't like the controls that much. But otherwise, it was pretty fun. I really liked the game. Okay. Anyway, moving on to
but obviously Donkey Kong Bonanza is the one that I think it could be like your. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's probably your top game for Nintendo Switch to, like, probably a big reason to buy a Switch 2 lah, in a sense.
Yeah, at the moment. I mean, there's nothing else there are a few. It's just, of course, you can always replay Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild as well. They got revamped, they got upgraded as well for the Switch 2, and the loading is so much faster. So
it is. Yeah. All right, we got one game down, and it's a strong one, and we gotta. Let's go to your second pick.
Okay, so second pick obviously is the one that has won everything, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Honestly, I wasn't very sure what I was going into when I got the code for it. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's play this. I was like, hang on, this game is really good.
Yeah.
Like the music, the level of detail, the art, the setting, just wow, right? And then of course, it's old school JRPG, so you get all that, and then they add a little twist with all the counters and stuff, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, parries, countering and all that. Yep.
Of course, I just suck at all those, so I just did the bare minimum for those. But I mean, the story is great as well. The ending was alright. I think I enjoyed it, I think. But I think the third act was the shortest, which was a bit weird. Yeah.
You can make it as long as you want, actually, because once you get to that point, you can do whatever you want, like do the side stories for some of the characters and all that.
Yeah, but then if you're reviewing the game, you kind of want to finish it, so you can write the review, right? So you skipped everything.
I actually went back to do the side stuff after I filed my review, so I just want to see how much I can do before I end up at the. I guess the roadblock was basically like the two super bosses. One of the characters' sisters and another. The first explorer, I guess, Simone or something. I couldn't be bothered because it was really, really tough. And
the only thing I hated about the game was the jumping things.
Oh, when you're doing the attacks and all that, the jump. Yeah.
No. There's this
platforming.
puzzle. Yes, that was horrible.
Oh, I'm glad that's optional because it is a pain.
Yeah, I know. I forced myself to finish one. I realized I was wasting too much time on it. I was like, don't.
Fuck this. I'm gonna finish the game, man. Yeah. And you know what the worst part is, or the best part? Your reward for that jumping puzzle is just a piece. It's a swimsuit. It's a swimsuit.
I was like, what? I was like, oh god. I was like, wasted so much. So when I came to the second one, I said, nope, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. There's also like a bunch of funny mini games. I mean, they're tough and the rewards are stupid, but it's funny that the developers just do it just to be like, you good enough? Yeah, here's your reward. I mean, they give you that option so you play it and everything. It's funny.
It's better than selling you DLC, I guess.
Yeah,
Costume
definitely.
DLC.
It's like. The developers, Sandfall, they had this, they play so many JRPGs and Dark Souls games, they're like, we'll put in our own stupid brand of humor, like the jumping puzzle you mentioned, the obligatory, the optional jumping bullshit, basically, just to rig rollers in that sense.
I mean, you'd be alright if the jumping was a lot smoother. I think it didn't help that, when you jump a little bit and then you were like, oh, why am I starting off? I'm like, that's not what I meant.
Oh no, they purposely just left it the way it is because they want to challenge people, like challenge nut jobs who would actually 100% the game. Yeah.
Yep. I know a few people
hilarious. Who would. Yeah, hilarious enough. But I loved it for what it is, being a very weird French JRPG. Like I think when my colleagues and I in Kakuchopurei, we basically refer to it as like French fantasy or something, or Final Fantasy Yeah, because of how
I know French.
how French, like, it's like this. I don't think you see any other country doing this kind of game, honestly. Like,
No, I think it's fine because
yeah, which is great. I love it for what it is.
There's
yeah.
so many cultures you can explore, and I'm glad that they decided that, you know, hey, France, we can have our own game. We can make a fantasy game based on French mythology or culture, and I think it works.
Yeah, just the way a story tells and everything. I mean, I think one of the bosses you fight was just a rock who casts freeze, and you gotta beat it up to get it out of its funk or something. It was pretty hilarious yet melancholy in his way.
Boss was third boss in the second act or something. I can't remember.
It was definitely the second act. Yeah. But it was fun. Yeah. Well, I gotta ask, who is actually in your main party for the entire game?
Honestly, I just stuck with the first three I got.
Okay.
Because I was like, yeah, I'm used to it. I need to quickly clear it, and yeah, I guess just go with. Yeah.
I tried to use Loon quite a bit, but this was like before people started making guides for when the game went public.
The skill set was very weird, right? It's like two different.
You have to use one element, and then you would get to power up another element. I just switched her with Celia, the girl with the death cards. She was cool. Okay. And Mael was basically my walking 12-year-old nuclear bomb, basically killing everything in a way. The way you build her is like, you can kill things with her really quick.
Yeah, just basically bomb everybody with a lot of damage.
And that's why even if you F up the parry and all that, you can still create a build that's possible where take the damage and then you just counter back, when you do into your turn. So really fun game and really flexible.
The mechanics were great as well. It was really fun trying to figure them out and like, okay, And honestly, if I had time, I would actually go back to replaying it again, starting slow. Because to be honest, I played so many things this year that I was like, I probably forgot most of the cool things, and it'd be fun to redo it again. Yeah, if I have time, but I don't. So
you can, if you go to New Game Plus, you can actually get new pictals you cannot get in the first playthrough. So just replay it again. Enemies are obviously buffed, but you get better skills. You can upgrade yourself.
Yeah, but I'll probably forget how to use all the skills as well. Oh no.
All right, let's go for your third game.
The third game will be Ghost of Yotei. Again, this is not in any order, so just 5 of the most awesome games that we tried this year.
Yep.
So Ghost of Yotei, as you know, is the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, and this time it takes place in Hokkaido, or I think in the game is Ezo.
Yeah, more or less Hokkaido, up north. Yeah.
No, it's most of Hokkaido actually.
Right.
The central area and north. They basically cut up a bit of the Hakodate area. So yeah. But anyway, fun. If you've been to Hokkaido, this is really great because if you've seen Yotei itself, this is really quite as close as you can to see Yotei without actually having to visit Hokkaido. Good things is they've recreated, I think, the landscape of Hokkaido really well. Bad thing is it's not actually that accurate because I was comparing like, hey, the places I've been before and the locations, like, hey, this is slightly off, but yeah. But anyway, I think the gameplay is fun. I think a lot of it is evolved from the original game, but I think you get more weapons and new weapons as well. And of course, the combat is still as good as I remember in Ghost of Tsushima because of how tactical you have to be. You can't just go around button mashing. It rewards you being careful with the timing as well. And of course, you can always just, throw arrows and stuff until you kill someone and, sneak around and do AC shadow stuff. But yeah, I think the scenery, the environment, the music is great. The only thing I didn't like is the plot, but I'm pretty sure some people will disagree with that. Yeah, but I found the plot to be very lackluster in that I don't really get her motivation.
And you've probably seen it before because you have seen movies like lots of revenge movies, especially Kill Bill and whatnot. Yeah.
And I feel like it would have been better if she grew and and maybe put aside the obsession and finding redemption and all that towards the end, or but in the end it just felt another one to kill. It didn't feel that like I wanted to be engaged with compared to in Tsushima, where the story is more, how do you say, he learns to let go, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
I would say it's better written than the first game, I'll be honest. But
Oh,
like you
you
said,
actually like-
but I do agree with the fact that the game itself is, improved and whatnot, because there's also one thing you forgot to mention. There was actually like the throw move that Atsu has. Basically, you see a weapon on the ground, you just one-shot throw at anything.
Oh
in the
yeah,
way.
I love that
was
actually.
Really
Yeah,
fun,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Until
yeah.
the game started doing less of that, I'll be like, oh, it's a bit too OP, so we'll make sure you don't have any weapons nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would always stock up and then I would I would carry it to the next fight because I knew I would need it to one-shot people.
All my level up, my points, I put it towards making the weapon throw as strong and as one-hittable as possible. There were so many skill trees that led to that point. And I guess my favorite weapon, since you brought up weapons, I guess my favorite one would be the chain and sickle and dual katanas.
Oh, okay. I actually like...
The chain sickle is because I can destroy shields, and then when I have this power up where if I destroy a shield, it spreads the shrapnel that hits everything around them. So I use that weapon most of the time.
What was the big S what called?
Odachi.
Odachi. I really like the Odachi, but it's so impractical to use.
It is fun to wield a weapon, like
Yeah,
seeing
it's
a
just
regular
weird.
sized character using a giant sword.
Yes.
It was funny.
Yes. It didn't make any sense, but I really like the Odachi. It just felt very unwieldy, but so fun to hack people with it.
But when I was winning games, I think I mostly used the chain and sickle and the dual katanas because
I think
those are
I
the two
mostly,
weapons I put most of my points on. Yeah.
I mostly start with the dual katana and the single katanas. Yeah. Oh, did you play in English or Japanese stuff?
I played in English for an hour and then I went to Japanese and I didn't change back ever since.
Okay. Do you know that if you play the Japanese stuff, you can actually get a much better cutscene
Oh, I did not know that.
when you meet the storyteller.
The storyteller.
So the
okay.
storyteller tells the story in the traditional sing-song, I don't know what they call it, there's a specific manner for it, but they actually sing the story to you in Japanese. But if you play in English, you just recite it and there's absolutely no feel,
Oh man.
So if you played I was very curious like what was the English dub, so I went to Google and see if I could find like videos of the English dub, and people actually put it up like almost right away after the game released.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, great, I don't have to replay it. But if you compare like the Japanese version with the traditional storytelling style of the when you meet the storyteller compared to the English version, it's so much better. So I don't know why people would play in English, but yeah.
True that. Also, I guess maybe Fairu's Ai's voice just worked better because I've seen her in so many animes, so maybe I'm just used. Again, it's a Japanese action adventure title. Like if you play it in Japanese, I think it just, especially in ancient times, I just stick to it in the end through. That's how it goes for Tsushima. I played that in full Japanese. I played in English for an hour, changed back to Japanese, didn't look back as well. So it's the same thing.
You don't know that the subtitles are for the English version.
Yeah.
So if you understand a little bit of Japanese, you'll be like, hang on, that doesn't make sense. That's not what he said.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
It's like, I had a bit of confusion. I was like, okay, what's going on?
Oh, I also got a pro tip. Like, apparently you can turn on Watanabe mode at the start. I did not know this. I thought you had to finish the game and then you unlock it.
Oh,
Apparently
okay.
you can turn it on anytime you want. So I turned on Watanabe mode. I don't think I ever turned it off ever since because I kind of like having a lo-fi soundtrack playing while I'm fighting or exploring or whatnot.
I just stuck to
fun.
original. I didn't really like the cinematic modes that much. Yeah, I tried for like 5 minutes. I was like, no, not for me.
Yeah, maybe because I like Samurai Champloo a lot, so maybe I just like that piece of fiction
Genre.
into that.
Yeah.
That style, that stylistic choice, basically. Yeah. But anyway, good stuff, a good pick, Ghost of Yote. So, any final words for the game before we move on?
Well, hopefully there's a DLC coming that would let you play more.
There's Legends,
the
multiplayer-ish update.
Yeah, not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we got like a couple more games we can go through, right?
Two more. Second one is I think one has been released for a while, but only officially gone into not early access as in full release is Hades 2. And Hades 2 is one game that I have surprisingly played quite a bit. as in I played it early release, and then as the new update I restarted again, and every update I restart again, to the point where I'm like, hang on, I'm quite familiar with the game now, you know, that kind of thing. So it's basically an action game. It's the sequel to Hades. But this time you're playing the sister of Zagreus, Melinoe. Hopefully I'm not butchering.
Yeah, I just think it's called Mel. Mel. Yeah.
Mel. Okay, yeah, Mel. Or Melly in the game. Sometimes people call her Melly. And so she's the princess of the underworld. You know, she's got to fight time or kill time because her grandfather is Kronos. So that's like a pun somewhere there, I think. And you know, I really like how random it is because you know in the first Hades game and the second Hades game, you get boons from the gods and that determine what sort of skills that you use in battle. Sometimes you know you're unlucky and you keep getting skills that force you to use the primary action of the weapon and you're forced to use it even though the secondary is so much better.
Yep.
So you have to adapt. You have to figure it out. I was talking to Vincent, and Vincent, my business partner, was telling me that you just can't get into the game because it's so random for him. And I actually like it because it forces you to be creative with like, okay, maybe this combo works. Oh, it doesn't? Okay, we'll just start again, you know, no biggie. Yeah. So I didn't really like the ending of the game, you know, after playing for so long and then finally getting to the last part, I was like, the ending kind of it's a bit meh. I felt very forced. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously. But I felt like, you know, it didn't really pay off that much compared to the first game, which had a really great ending.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
But I think, honestly, you know, there's so much things to do, so much stuff to replay and figure out and explore as well. So I think it's easily one of the most fun games I had playing.
I also had another content creator talk about Hades too, because that's also her favorite game of the part of this year. Like, I also gotta ask, what was your favorite weapon that made you win the game? Because I remember there were 4. I think I'm not sure they added in
5.
more.
I think
5
there
now.
were 5.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now there's a jetpack that makes you look like a Gundam.
Okay, that's a jetpack. I haven't played that yet. I didn't get that.
I like the axe actually. So if once you get I think it's the Thanatos variant. I think. I'm trying to remember now, but there's one that makes the swing much faster, so it's a lot easier to handle. Yeah, because the normal axe is very slow.
Yes.
And this one actually makes it swing faster, a bit less damage, but I think it's okay once you get all the boons that add on to damage. Then it really stacks up, and then it really goes wild, and you really can one shot a lot of things with it. Otherwise, I like the dual ones.
The sickle, right? It's
yeah.
sickle thing.
There's one with dual ones, and then you can shoot a lot of fireballs.
The dual ones. Yeah,
well.
that was.
If you try to stay away from people and then just shoot them while you're safe, that's really good as well. And I actually won a lot of games with that because, you just don't take damage because you're so far away.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. Actually, that's also on my backlog, like next to 100 Line Defense Academy.
Okay.
It's 1.0 because I only played the early access, but 1.0 I only played it like a couple of hours, a couple of days ago before Christmas. But I only really want to jump back to it because that Hades formula just clicks to me. And plus, I want to see what the overworld is like because apparently there's another section of the game after you finish the game.
Yes. I wasn't going to spoil anything, so but okay, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. Just say overworld. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it will suck at the start because you know, like Zagreus, he has a problem going up to the surface.
Yep.
But because she's a witch, you know, there's witchy magical powers that let her bypass that, which, okay, yeah, I guess, you know, but couldn't Zagreus gotten someone to make a spell for him too? But okay, never mind.
True that. Yeah. So yeah.
But overall, it's nice. I like the colors. I like it feels obviously a lot brighter as well. So the overall is fun. Yeah.
And it's also clever that Hades 2 is like they call it 2 because there's 2 Hades games in that one. The underworld and the overworld. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That I didn't think of. Okay.
That's just my prediction. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Like 2 Hades games. Like, that's good because it's like you're getting 2 Hades games for the price of 1, I guess. So it works out just great. Yeah.
Yeah. Two final bosses as well. So yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that will also be my pick, but I really want to, play through. Yeah, like I said, I want to get to the overworld and see what crazy shit happens on from there. So.
You hit the final boss overworld. I think he's a bit of a cheat.
Yes. All right. That's also your top pick for 2025. So let's wrap it up with, I guess, the final pick. Are we at the final?
Okay, so my final pick is a very strange game. You might not have heard of it, or you might not have gotten a lot of publicity, but it's actually an indie game called Super Fantasy Kingdom. It's a roguelike, because there's very weird differences between roguelike and roguelite. But it's a tower defense-ish building fantasy medieval game that that repeats itself like a time loop, like Groundhog Day, and it's made by one guy. And the fun thing about it is that he released it in early access, but the game is basically complete. You can play it. You can finish it, you can play it, but because it's early access, he's getting feedback from fans, players, and he's continuously tweaking, the experience as well.
Nice.
And it's fun because at the start, every round is different, but as you play on, it feels similar. Your strategies have settled, and then when you unlock something new, you have to shift your meta again. You have to figure it out. And you can play as human or undead. And originally, the game required you to play both sides to unlock certain stuff. But I think due to feedback, he's released a patch that sort of changed things so you can actually play one or the other. And the human heroes and the undead heroes all have different abilities as well. So different capabilities like poison, goals, I played it for quite a bit actually, and I really enjoyed it. I got a little bored towards the end, but because it's a game that you have to keep repeating and repeating. But I think I had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed just watching my kingdom grow and and discovering all the little secrets hidden around the map as well.
Yeah,
you've always to optimize my timing.
You've always been a fan of the strategy games on the fantasy side.
Yeah.
Like I remember you like Heroes of Might and Magic,
of course,
Masters
and
of
they have,
Magic, of course, the big one.
There's a new Heroes of Might and Magic as well, if you want to know.
But I'm looking at the Steam page right now. I was like, yeah, this looks like my kind of jam. If I have time, I would totally want to play
You will love
that.
this game. Yeah, you will love this game.
Yeah, especially the repeatable part. Because when it comes to like roguelites, you will still keep. Hopefully, you still keep some things that help you build a better kingdom as you go on.
There's certain things that carry over that help you go stronger, and then you have to figure out how to optimize those resources you get, because it's also a kingdom builder at the same time. So there's a lot of things you have to be aware of, and it's really quite creative, like how he managed to blend all these elements together and stuff. I really like the game. It's a gem, and I think honestly it deserves a lot more publicity, so this is why I'm pushing this game.
All right,
it's
awesome,
really fun
awesome.
game.
Yeah, it's got the nice 8-bit style graphics and the roguelike mechanic. Let's see what else can ask about this game. It looks very straightforward. That's the thing, which is like, and then you get into it. It's like it's very very busy. Like, what's your longest run for the game? Like, do they count turns, or is there a time limit?
So you get every turn is a day. So during the day, hordes of enemies attack you, and then once you survive, your heroes go into a tavern, and then they eat whatever resources you have left to level up. So they don't actually level up during the combat. They level up when after the end of the day. Of course, you can also upgrade them. You can also have to find resources to upgrade them. You can also build resources to upgrade them, and then you have to use another mechanic called Faith to upgrade your heroes as well. So there's quite a lot of things to micromanage if you're into those kind of things as well. Yeah, I mean, it's my jam, so I really like that.
Nice. Yeah,
I think it's also free on Xbox Game Pass if you still have Xbox Game Pass. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can double check that.
Yeah, this is the kind of game I wouldn't mind getting, especially since it's an indie title. I see the Hooded Horse publisher, like the logo there. I was like, yeah, this is a strategy game, 100%, because they're known for publishing strategy titles. So this is a pick. So the game is Super Fantasy Kingdom. Reminds you a lot of like a NES title back in the day with the super word on top, Everything.
Obviously, totally different. Okay, it's on PC Game Pass. So yeah, you can actually get it.
Oh, nice, cool.
Yep, for free if you're already on the plan. And I'm not sure if we're going to talk about honorable mentions, but
we should actually. Yeah, let's go for it.
I'm pretty sure you will probably mention Dispatch. I have not played it. I plan to. I just need to find the time for it. But Dispatch is something I want to look at. I think the premise of it is really good, and I really like this kind of storytelling games. Then there's also another game from Hooded Horse that I want to talk about. It's called Nine Kings. Nine Kings. It's a turn-based tower defense game. You have a total of 9 different kings to choose from, and each of them has a different gameplay style. And because it's in early access, they've been constantly changing how the game plays.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just waiting for it to settle down before I start again. But the mechanics is fun. You take turns getting attacked, and then you upgrade your units on a 9x9 grid, and that's it. It's very simple, but it's so addictive. And the music is also pretty good, so it's very chill, very lo-fi, I kind of like it. Yeah, so if you have time, try out the game also. It's another Hooded Horse game, but it's really fun.
Nice, cool. 9 Kings, yep. Any more titles before we wrap it up, or we good?
Oh, what else have I been playing that I know? I would probably put AC Shadows somewhere. I know it's a AAA game and people are like Ubisoft AAA game, but AC Shadow is made with a lot of love. You can tell by the amount of work that they've done to recreate Kyoto and Osaka, the Osaka-Kyoto area. And, it's really quite realistic, although, of course, the scale is a bit smaller and stuff. But I actually went to check out the Kiyomizu-dera in the game, and it was exactly how I remember in real life. It's so good. It's so great. And, Ubisoft is great for this one thing. It's recreating historical landscapes and in real life and in the game. And yeah, they're just so good at doing this. So yeah, AC Shadow is probably one of the things. I'm not sure if it counts for 2025, but Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
It came out on in spring 2025 for PlayStation. So technically, it is a 2025 title.
Yeah, it's a really fun Indiana Jones game, and I think Troy Baker did a really good job in making him sounding exactly like Harrison Ford. So I was like,
nice.
With the okay, kid,
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. AC Shadow does deserve a bit of love too, considering the scale they took to create that big open world, especially in Japan. It gets busy and bustling and whatnot. Indiana Jones was also another good pick, even though it came out last year. Plus, there's a DLC that came out this year, Circle of Giants or Tower of Giants.
Yeah, I completely missed that. Okay, I need to go
something of Giants. Something of Giants. Yeah.
Of course, I mean, if you're into those games that continually get updated, I think Diablo 4 probably deserves a mention as well. I think the recent patch really changed things up. They've added AI for the monsters. They made it smarter and harder and stuff. So I've had time to actually check out the season yet, but from what I'm reading, the game is actually very polished by now, and then there's an expansion coming as well, so that's going to be interesting.
The thing is, they actually made the Paladin available right now.
Yes.
So that's a big reason why people are playing it now.
Yeah, I actually want to go and try. I have no time. I just finished, Metroid Prime 4, so I'm now going to go get on Diablo 4. Hopefully when I've cleared up a few of my errands as well. So
yeah, I can tell you the Paladin is pretty fun to play. I'll tell you.
Okay, I bet it's too OP and they will nerf it when a lot of hatred comes out.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the sentiment right there.
Yeah.
But it's a good way for Blizzard to get money. Just bring out a class that people had not heard on
and they will buy the
while.
Expansion right away.
Yeah,
right?
Just for that class. And people really love the Paladin back in D2, so with very good reason.
Hammerdins, man. Hammerdins.
Yeah. And I don't think the Crusader wasn't that hot. I mean, when I played Diablo 3 at the time, people preferred the Demon Hunter more than the Crusader.
Yeah, I didn't really like the Crusader. I found the
slow,
a bit iffy.
Yeah, slow and iffy. Yeah, true.
Even with the horse as well, it didn't feel fast.
Yeah.
Like Demon Hunters was just one-shotting everything. Necromancers was just bone spearing everything.
I think for the past 10 years, the Diablo 3 developers were trying their best to nerf Demon Hunter as much as possible. When we just go back to, I think when they introduced a set item thing, when you had the Spinneroonie, that one, it was over lah. People would still play Demon Hunter regardless because of that. Easy to clear at the start lah.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Oh wow. But I think D4 has come a long way, and I really, want to highlight that the developers have done a good job in getting the game still interesting.
They're really trying their best lah. They're really trying their best.
I also played Path of Exile quite a bit. Path of Exile 2 rather. And the latest patch isn't that fun, so I'm done. I'm not going to continue. So I'm not going to waste my time here.
I'm hearing a lot of rumblings that people are telling me just wait for 1.0.
For Powerful XL2?
Yeah, Powerful XL2. Yeah, just wait for 1.0.
I mean, they're not going to launch anytime soon. They're like 0.4 now, and I think when I asked at the media questions, I think they said, not so soon.
Yeah,
maybe next year. Yeah,
definitely next year. Yeah. Hey, speaking of next year, how about your wish list or whatnot? What are you looking forward to in 2026?
Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't actually really thought about it, so I'm not sure what's coming out next year. Why don't you tell me what's coming out next year, and I'll tell you what I.
Yeah, sure. There's gonna be a new there's gonna be a remake of the first Tomb Raider next year.
Oh yes, okay, that was on the Game Awards. Yes,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I remember now. I know that. Yeah, to be fair, I never played a lot of the new Tomb Raider, so, but if it scratches that Uncharted itch, I'll probably do so.
It probably will, and plus this is like the second reboot of the first game. The first reboot was a while back. Yeah, the PS2 era basically.
Yeah.
What's coming out next year?
I'm not definitely going for High Guard. I think that was mentioned.
I didn't mind High Guard that much. I don't know why people are complaining about it. It looked
it's
interesting.
basically another name for Overwatch, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But riding on horseback, shooting enemies, if they get that physics down pat, I wouldn't mind playing it over and over lah.
I wasn't very sure it was a good game to end the show.
Yeah, that's the issue. The issue, they're complaining because they could have ended it with a better game like Divinity.
Yes, so I was going to mention Divinity. The trailer was mind blowing, right?
Oh yeah. I think that was a lot.
Expecting.
There was probably a lot of blowing. We know that was happening.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the amount of gore and horror. I was like, holy shit, they're really showing this? Are you guys crazy?
And lizard elf orgy. Yeah, that's also a thing.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Hey, that warning on the Game Awards did appear, like a viewer discretion advised. That popped up for good reason. Yeah.
Who's gonna pay attention to that, right?
Yeah.
Not me.
Phantom Blade Zero is coming out. The action game from China. That looked really good. That one's coming out September 2020.
China's making quite a lot of good games these days, huh?
Yeah. It's probably not going to come out soon, but that Varsapura game might be in early access. Who knows? That's a new game from HoYoverse. The one where it takes place in Singapore.
Yeah.
And it looks like Control. Yeah.
Singapore.
Singapore,
I couldn't get past the Control vibes. I was like, speaking of which, new Control.
Yeah, Control Resonance. Yes, you get to play as the guy. You get to play as the guy's brother now. Yeah, that'll be pretty interesting. And it looks like a hack and slasher this time, like no guns.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Remedy has never done a hack and slash, so I'm a bit worried. They've been doing nothing but shooters.
Yeah. Well, I mean third-person shooter, so yeah. Oh well, Animal Crossing is coming out.
A new one? No, they didn't. They didn't announce anything new from Animal.
They're updating it for Nintendo Switch. Okay, that doesn't count then. I'm going down the list now.
Yeah, you got Ace Combat 8, Warhammer 40k maybe.
Yeah, all right.
There's a Wolverine game next year.
Oh yes, that definitely something to look forward to. I mean, they've always done very well the Spider-Man game, so the Wolverine game should be interesting. Be interesting to see the traversal and the mechanics because Wolverine doesn't.
Yeah. He just runs really fast and leaps really fast.
I don't think he's that fast.
Not that far. But again, if they can just make it like an 8-hour, 10-hour game that's just action. Because the last Wolverine game I liked was the one I reviewed it back at Game Access. Wolverine, the one based on the Wolverine movie. The movie was shit, but the game was great. X-Men Wolverine's Revenge or some shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Wolverine's Origins. Yes, the video game.
Right.
Because it was great because the developer was Raven Software and Raven has done great games. So.
Oh yes. Yeah. Are they still around?
Raven
they used to do a lot of Star Wars games, right?
Raven probably got, because they're under Activision. They're probably doing Call of Duty. They're in the Call of Duty mines, unfortunately, making content for Call of Duty. Sad way to go lah.
Alright, and then there's Grand Theft Auto 6, which will maybe never come out.
November. They say it's November, so we'll see.
Didn't they say was it supposed to come out this year?
No, yeah, but they delayed it to May, and then now they delayed it to November.
Okay, alright. So yeah.
There's that Invincible fighting game. Invincible versus.
Oh yeah.
That's
I think
April.
I saw the trailer as well. Yeah, okay, that'll be cool.
Yeah. And
What
that's
else is
about it. I mean, everything else has no release date.
Yeah, I'm just going through like
Resident Evil 9. That's February.
Yeah. It's not my kind of game, but I'm pretty sure people will like it.
Oh, my favorite from Capcom, Pragmata. I played the demo on Tokyo Game Show. That was pretty good.
Okay. I looked at the trailer. I was like, isn't this Death Stranding too?
Not really, because it's all like high up in space and shit, and you're fighting robots.
Yeah, but you're still carrying around a baby and a creepy baby.
Well, the little kid baby actually helps you hack the robots so you can kill things. Because without the child, you're basically helpless. In other words, so there's a bit of like a dad-child vibe dynamic going on. So that would be pretty cool.
Heroes of Might and Magic, olden era will probably be released. I mean, it's now.
It's 1.0 next year, right? I guess.
Yeah, they already did the demo, so hopefully that will be cool.
Yeah, I bought I think I got a code from the Hooded Horses guys, but didn't get a chance to touch it. I really should.
Oh man, you should. It's even though it's a demo, it's a really good demo. You could.
Yeah. And then I heard about the Super Fantasy game you told me. I'm like, I want to try that too.
You have to try Super Fantasy Kingdom. It's really fun.
That looks good. That looks good. All right.
What else? Yeah. No, I think
that's about it. Everything else has, like I said, no release date.
Yeah. Just saw there's a Starship Troopers game. Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
That one, just wait. I guess you just wait until like there's gameplay of that.
Yeah, I'll wait.
There's also that Battlestar Galactica strategy game.
Yeah,
that one is from
too.
.mu. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of .mu, they sent me the code for Marvel Invasion Cosmic.
Oh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Better with friends. It's better with friends.
Yes. I have a niece. I'm going to babysit my nephew in 4 days, and I'm planning to play with him.
Oh yeah, that's the best game to play with. Nephew, nieces, and whatnot. Good party game. Good party game.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add for your 2026 wish list before we wrap it up?
I don't know. Wait, what am I seeing? This is such a weird server shut down there. I was like, why is Anthem on the discontinued games list? Like Anthem. Okay. Yeah, well, no, that's about it for me, I think. Yeah.
Shut up. All right. Thanks again for joining me for this auspicious podcast session. Now, before we wrap it up, how are the audience going to reach out to you, Aloysius? Tell me your social media, your website, YouTube page, what have you.
Well, we have a website called canbuyornot.com, or if you want to type it faster, cbon.me. Otherwise, you can always check us out on Facebook. We don't really post much. We just post our reviews on Facebook. You can also check out our YouTube channels, also the same, Can Buy or Not. Again, we don't really do videos on our website, and we review products for people who really want short, informative reviews that tell you exactly what you need without all the fluff.
All right, awesome. And with that, thanks again, Aloysius, for joining me for this show.
Thanks for having me, John. This has been a blast as always.
No problem. And this is me, Mr. Toffee, Jonathan Toyat, signing out. Thanks again for subscribing to our show. If you love this show, like and subscribe. Hit the ding dong button at the bottom that pops up frequently and whatnot. And see you next time. Bye bye.